to start streaming the live event, because that's what I do. I stream live events once a month. I'm live. Oh, I've been live for like 6 seconds. How awkward. Awkward. Hi, it should be here. Streaming. Awkward. There we go. Yeah, it's going. It's going. Can everyone see me? Can everyone hear me? Am I too loud? Should I turn the volume down? Maybe? I don't know. What's up? Daniel, Lindsay, Raven, always good to see you. Rye, you got the first comment, but I don't know if you're still even here. Loot Crate shirt from a while ago. Yes, it just happened to be the next shirt in my rotation. So that's I've been wearing it all day. Awesome. Dave can see and hear me. That's great. I'm going to start. We can hear you but not see you. Raven, maybe you need to restart because I look like I'm doing okay. Look like I'm doing okay to me. Yeah, it looks like I'm doing. You grew out of that shirt, meaning that like you got too mature for the shirt, or that you got too big for the shirt. I grew down in this shirt. It's a lot looser on me than it was before, which is nice. It's a nice problem to have. I'm going to get started drinking. This is a beer. It's by Seventh Son Brewery. It's Proliferous. It's a double India Pale Ale. It is 8.2%. It's a tall boy, if you will. This was sent to me by a viewer on the channel, the last stream I did. So this is kind of sponsored by Seventh Son. It's good. It's a good beer. What is up? Josh Pence is in the house. Cotton, that's actually a problem with a lot of Loot Crate shirts. They're weirdly proportioned. They're short, I guess. It's weird. It's weird. Gord's here. Gord is in the building. Hello, Dave P. 115. It's nice. It's nice seeing. Oh, what's up, Toy Bills? What up, dude? I'm glad that we're friends, guys. I'm glad that we're friends. Toy Bills and I had that one weird thing where I edited a comment to sound weird, but I like that we're friends. Beard does not make your hair fall out, but even if it does, I'm cool. I like the bald look. It doesn't affect this, and I don't care about this. This is like super easy. I don't have to pay for haircuts. I don't have to wake up and do my hair in the morning. It's honestly, I think everyone should just shave their head. It's just super convenient. I'm glad you've been sober for 13 years. I definitely advocate sobriety. I just it's Friday night and I like to unwind and I don't have a problem drinking. But if you have a problem drinking, then you know what? Good on you. Good on you. Right, G. What are my thoughts on Bumblebee trailer? Oh man, I didn't care. I didn't care about it. I saw the John Cena video. Well, I heard his voice on it. I didn't see him. But by saying a Bumblebee trailer came out the next day, and I was like, yeah, whatever. It's probably gonna suck. I was pleasantly surprised by the Bumblebee trailer. I think Bumblebee looks pretty good. I think Starscream looks pretty good. I like the tone of the trailer. I'm actually actively, more so than any other Transformers movie except for the very first one, I'm more looking forward to this movie than I have been any other Transformers movie. And that might be bad. That might be awful. It might be terrible, and I might get my just soul crushed. But I think, you know, sometimes to live, you just gotta put yourself out there, you know? You just gotta do it. Let's see. Oh, David asked if I collect Figuarts or Mathx. I have Figuarts. I have a couple Figuarts. I have no Mathx. I do want the Mathx John Wick figure that got announced. I think if I get a Mathx, that's gonna probably be my first one. If my AC just came on, and that's because it's been hot as balls here all day, so I'm not gonna stop that. You can hear it, and that's fine. Do I drink Newcastle brown ales? Newcastle was actually my very first beer that I ever had. It was my go-to beer for a long time. So yeah, I do. Not as much anymore. I kind of grew into the big boy craft beers and whatnot. But if I'm at a bar and all they have is like, you know, like Coors and Budweiser and stuff like that, and Newcastle's on there, I will 100% hunker down with the Newcastle over any of that other stuff. Cotton, I'm glad. I'm glad that a 13-year-old has been sober for 13 years. That's amazing. Good job on you, man. Keep it up. I didn't drink. I didn't have my first drink until I was 25. I was a late bloomer, and I was pretty straight edge. I was like a straight edge, super Christian boy who didn't do anything wrong. So that's my history on alcohol. It took me a long time to get into drinking. Let's see, what else am I missing? Best friends. What is the Black Series figure I'm most excited for? I think Dengar right now is probably the figure I'm most excited for, followed very closely by Zuckuss. But Dengar, my favorite bounty hunters are. It's Bosk. I guess I should do it on camera. It's Bosk, and then Dengar, and then like Boba Fett, and then Forlom, then Zuckuss, and then IG-88. Those are my bounty. This is my bounty hunter order. So that's the order in which I'm excited for. After that is probably Leia in Hoth gear, and after that is probably the Rebel Fleet Trooper. Oh, and the Gamorrean Guard. Man, there's just too many. I can't decide. It's nuts. Dude, Josh, thank you for the super chat. Guys, I mean, I don't know if this goes without saying, but go check out Josh's channel. I'm going to shout out. That guy does great toy hunt videos. He's fun to watch. He's super nice. I like Josh. He's got a great family. Like, he's a cool guy. Check out Toy Bills, definitely on Instagram. I've got, I think Toy Bills. You're the one that does Empire Toys, right? Am I wrong in that? Am I misremembering things? If that's true, then my Admiral Piet figure is on pre-order with you, and I'm excited for the General Veers. Dang, there's just so many good figures coming out. Let's see. Being bald means more money for toys. Gord, that's true, and nobody knows that better than you because, I mean, you spend money on me for toys, so thank you. Let's see. Lindsay, you know what? I don't know how much hair up here is gray because I haven't seen it in years, but the hair down here started to go gray, so I get that. But you call them sparkle pieces. That's funny. You could be like a sparkle princess with sparkle pieces. The Black Series Rex is one of the best figures in the line. He was in my top 10 figures last year, 2017, because I got the HasCon exclusive version. So I don't think I'll put the retail release on this one because I feel weird having the same character on there, 2 years in a row. But if I didn't get him last year, he would definitely be on this year. Wolf might be there instead of him. Forlom is 4LOM, whatever, is 100%. It's a spoiler. He's 100% on my list. I'm not gonna say where, but he is on my list. bow, bow, bow. Going through. If you can make a Mezco 112, what character? Oh, a Mezco 112. That's a good question. You know what? I feel like Doctor Doom hasn't been done really well. So I would probably, because they mostly do Marvel and stuff. So I'd probably say Doctor Doom, because I'd want to see how they tackled the armor and the cloth cape. But if I really had my option, I'd like to see them tackle like a Star Wars figure or something like that. I think that would be pretty rad. That turd Dengar. Dengar's not a turd. I mean, he kind of is a turd, but I feel bad for him. I feel like he's like covered in bandages. He's like a mummy. He's like covered in bandages. He's got weird kind of Imperial armor on, like left over. Like I feel bad for the guy. So you know what? I mean, Dengar is all right. He's all right. Oh, you're right. Sorry, Toy Bills. That's Toy Fiend's toys. You're right. I knew there's a toy, and I was trying to remember it, and I'm honestly just too lazy to go look it up. Anyway, Toy Bills has a fantastic Instagram channel, so go look at him on Instagram. If he has a YouTube, go look at him too. He's a cool guy. Do I like My Little Pony? I do not. I don't hate My Little Pony. It's just not something that I like. I did. Back like 3 or 4 years ago, I had a podcast called 40s and 20s, and like you can go look at that if you want to. The channel's still there. All of our videos are still there. But I played a character on our skits, which it's kind of cringy when I go back and look at it. But my character in those skits was a diehard brony, because that was funny at the time back in 2013 or so. So that's a good thing. How do I feel the morning after bots and shots? Sometimes I feel hungover, but for the most part I feel okay. But I've perfected the art of drinking a lot and then not being hungover the rest of the day or the next day. The secret is food and water while you drink. A lot of water and Advil after you drink, and maybe some Tums just to just to get it in there. But for the most part, I might wake up a little sluggish the day after. But it's been a while. It's been a while since I've woken up with like a really bad hangover. I would consider myself sluggish in the morning for the first maybe 3 or 4 hours of the day. Thoughts on Studio Series bots? I like the Studio Series bots for the most part. I mean, it's weird. I've got a couple of them. I've got the Grimlock, I've got the Blackout, and I've got Starscream, and I like them. They're all good. I don't know how to describe it, because I don't necessarily like the designs, but I like transforming toys. So if I look at Starscream and don't think this is Starscream, if I just look at it as a transforming jet that turns into a triangle thing, I like it. It is actually pretty cool looking. But yeah, it's like a weird kind of brain gymnastics that I have to go through to enjoy them, but I end up doing it, and I like them for the most part, but I'm not collecting the whole series. I keep picking up the Optimus Prime and putting it back down, because I have an Optimus Prime collection right here, and I like Optimus. The problem is they're too expensive. Like the deluxe toys are $20, the Voyager toys are $30. They're $10, $5 too expensive. So that's my thoughts on them. They're too expensive, but they're not bad. Do I watch anime? I do watch anime. I don't watch as much anime as I used to. The more recent, I just watched Devilman Crybaby a month or two ago, and that was all one night. I blew through that. I used to watch Naruto and Bleach pretty religiously. I don't even know how either of them ended, because I stopped watching. One Punch Man was pretty good. I started going through Dragon Ball Super now that it's over, just because I can just sit down and blow through it, because Dragon Ball is a classic. I like Gundams. I like big robot anime. So yeah, I would say yes, I watch anime, but I'm not like up on all whatever the newest anime is and all that stuff like I used to be. There was a time where I would have seen every current anime available right now. Let's see. What else have I missed here? Do you like video games? I like video games. I don't have as much time to play. As you get to be an adult, you have to start, like, work and sleep and family take up a lot of your time. So you have to compartmentalize and put, like, priorities. And right now, my priority when I'm not hanging out with my fiance or at work, or, you know, just having a social life with friends, is YouTube, like recording videos and collecting. So I don't have as much time for video games as I used to. I'm planning on getting the Battle for Azeroth when that drops, and at least leveling my my paladin to level cap and playing that for a bit. I have a Switch. I just got a Switch and I've been playing some games there. I have a vast Steam account that I have played maybe a tenth of the games of. I just buy them when they're on sale, and you know, this is the normal Steam thing that people do. What else? I feel like there's one other thing that I do video game. Oh, I played Final Fantasy 14 for a long time as well. I like Final Fantasy 14. Let's see. Did I watch the Clone Wars TV show? Yes, I loved the Clone Wars TV show, and I loved Rebels, and I'm looking forward to Resistance. As long as Dave Filoni is the head of it, I think it'll be fantastic. Clone Wars is the best thing to come out of the prequels, and Rebels is a fantastic show. So absolutely. I don't feel bad for IG-88. He's also a lighting fixture in the cantina. That's a good point. He also, I think, in the Legends canon, ended up being like integrated into the core of the Death Star 2. But IG-88's he's got a very predictable story. At least he did Legends canon. I don't know. Something about IG-88 never really resonated with me. His design's neat, but his Black Series figure, in my opinion, sucks. But I don't know. I think the other bounty hunters are more interesting than IG-88. And hi to Alexa, hi to Rogue Kwan, in Australia. So far, who is your favorite character from the new trilogy of Star Wars? That's a good question. My favorite character from the new trilogy of Star Wars. I mean, we only have 2 of the 3 movies. I like Rey. I think she's pretty cool. I think they all have their pluses and minuses. It's tough to think favorite character because it's so hard in my head to separate like the new trilogy and the old trilogy, because the old trilogy is like, you know, when people ask you, oh, how do you rate it? I don't know. The original trilogy I've watched since I was a child. It's like I've seen it countless times. I can quote it. It's more than just movies to me. I mean, I'm sure these new movies will get there for me, because I understand people don't like them. I get it. I like them. I'm always up for more Star Wars. I've been through bad Star Wars. I've been through good Star Wars. I like Star Wars because I'm a fan of Star Wars. Just like a baseball team fan, like their team might suck one year and they might be good next year, but you know, they still like that team because it's their team. That's how I feel about Star Wars. Star Wars has gotten me through some pretty shitty times in my life. So I feel like, you know, if Star Wars is going through a shitty time, I want to be there for Star Wars. But if I had to pick one of the newer characters, I like Rey a lot. I think she's cool. I'm interested to see where that story's going. Let's see. I just talked a lot about that. Did you say Naruto? No, I did. I said Naruto. I watched Naruto when it started airing in Japan. Like, I would download it off of Kazaa, which was the downloading the file sharing program of choice, and I would download it and watch it, and I would read them. I would read the mangas offline. Like, I was super into Naruto what was that, 2004 or so? Yeah. Let's see. Hi. Oh, what's up, Night of Ren? Are you eyeing any Tamashii Nations figures? Yes, Gord. I think the next figure. I'm not saying this for you to buy it to me, so don't take this. The next figure I want is the Stormtrooper with the bow and arrow. I think I just really like. I like characters with bow and arrows. Like I've got the Link and the Zelda Figma figures, and I really want. I like bow and arrows, so I think that's pretty cool. So that's probably the next Tamashii Nations Star Wars figure I'm getting. I also maybe want to get one of the Marvel ones, like the Spider-Man or Captain America. I think they look pretty cool. I don't really have a specifics there. Yes, Knight of Ren Tarkin is a fantastic figure. He's great. I mean, as I said in my review of him, I really like him. He's definitely going to be probably my top 10. It's hard saying that. We're halfway through the year, but I don't know. A lot of figures can come out in between now and then. And there could be 10 really good figures that come out at the end that blow the first half of the year away. So I've got no idea. But as of right now, he's in my top 10 for sure. Oh, I did see Star Wars Clone Wars, not Star Wars The Clone Wars. That's the Genndy Tartakovsky one. I liked it when it came out, but as I go back, like it's when I watch it, it feels like more like propaganda film than an actual film. Like the episode with Mace Windu, killing an entire army of droids by himself. You would never see that in a Star Wars movie ever. Like I feel like those are unrealistic powers for a Jedi to have, but it's cool looking. So I like the animation. I like Genndy Tartakovsky. I liked it, but I think overall I actually prefer the animated Clone Wars, the newer one, the 2008 one, because it's the stories are cool and it's canon. But I like the stories a little better overall. Let's see. What do I collect? Voltron, Grandizer, and the Great Muzinga. I do collect Voltron. The only Voltron I've ever owned is the Playmates one, the Classics one that just came out. I have it up on the top of my shelf up there, and I did a review. I guess it's kind of a review, but it's more of like an unboxing kind of video for it. So you can go watch that if you want. It's on my channel. But I like Voltron, and I like the new Netflix Voltron show a lot. I don't like it enough to collect any of the figures or anything from it, but when I think season 6 is coming out in like the next week or two, and I'll definitely be watching that as soon as it drops for sure. Did I like Solo? Yes, I liked Solo. I thought Solo was a fun movie. I liked that there weren't like dire stakes. There wasn't like a galaxy-wide problem that they had to solve. It was just like a movie. And I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. And I like the soundtrack. I like the soundtrack to it way more than I like the soundtrack to like Rogue One. Even as much as I actually like The Last Jedi, I think the soundtrack to Solo was a better soundtrack than the one for The Last Jedi. If I could only collect one figure line, what would it be? Oh, ooh. I don't know if I can answer that. Shoot. If I could only collect one figure line, what would it be? Part of me is like, oh, Star Wars The Black Series probably. But, I mean, I've got way more Transformers than anything else. But, like, if you say, is Transformers a figure line, or is it the individual lines within Transformers? Like, it's third party? Is it third party from only one brand? Is it just the Hasbro ones? Like, can it be Takara Masterpiece? Like, I don't know. That's tough. If I had to choose one, and only one, I would probably say Takara Masterpiece Transformers. That would be, if I could only buy toys from one thing like that, it would be the Masterpiece Takara toys. That would be it. It's a good question. It's a great question, actually. Raven, I actually watched the first couple episodes of Boruto when I was bored, maybe 2 or 3 months ago. It was okay. it wasn't anything for me to like want to keep watching. But I mean, it was neat. And I never finished Naruto, so I don't even know how that show ends. So it was weird jumping off and seeing kind of like who ended up together a little bit. It was, you know, weird. Who's my favorite clone trooper? Probably Fives. Fives is probably my favorite clone trooper. You're the best YouTuber ever. Oh, that's not true. I mean, I would like 100,000 subscribers, but you know what? I don't think I deserve anything. And one of my biggest fears, you know, people always say, "Oh man, you deserve so many more subscribers." One of my biggest fears is when like I get someone that says, "Oh man, you've got too many subscribers." Like, will I ever hit that point where they're like, I think you've got enough subscribers. I don't know. If people want to subscribe to me, that's great. I think I'm thankful for it. Sometimes talking's hard. You know, I stutter sometimes when I'm thinking real fast, and I edit that out. That's why there's a lot of jump cuts in my videos, because I'll speak and I'll just get into this flow, and then I'll go back and watch it, and I'm saying ums and uhs a lot, and I repeat myself, and it's kind of fun to cut all that out and hear what I would sound like if I were a normal human being. Let's see. Without spoiling anything, I enjoyed the Mud Pit and Solo. Yes. So, I just recorded my Kira Black Series figure review, and in it, I asked if people wanted me to record like an official solo review, giving all my thoughts and spoilers and stuff. So I can ask that here. Would you guys? I'm assuming someone would watch it, but is that something that I should do? Just I'm hesitant to start movie reviews because I don't feel like I know enough about the technical side of making a movie and what makes a movie good, other than I sit down, I watch a movie, I enjoy a movie, or I don't enjoy the movie. It's not like toys where I feel like I have been collecting for a while and I can tell you why or why not maybe something is good. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see me review that. I could probably do it. Let's see. Since you live in an apartment, what do you do with all the boxes from your collection? Gord, that's a fantastic question. All of the boxes from my that I save are in this closet. This is our... Whoa, my tummy. This is our toy room. This is the second bedroom in our 2-bedroom apartment. And all of the boxes take up this entire closet. Now, I don't save every box I get, but the expensive ones that, like if I move, I may put them back in the box to make moving easier and to protect them from getting damaged. I keep them all in this closet right here. That's where they are. Let's see. I really hope they do Five's Black Series. What I want them to do, George, is a multi-pack of clone troopers. Like, it's super easy. They're the same figure. They just got slightly different paint jobs. Just I'll buy all the multi-packs of figures. It makes it easier than going to the store and trying to get individual ones. I don't mind paying 60, 80 bucks a pop for them, as long as they're not ridiculously overpriced. See you night, Vren. Got you on Instagram. Yep. Do I watch The Walking Dead or read the comic books? I used to watch The Walking Dead. I started from season 1, episode 1, and that got me into reading the comics. And I watched and read them religiously for, I don't know, until around issue 104 or 105 of the comics, and then I just got bored. I got bored with it. I didn't see it going anywhere. I didn't see it working towards a resolution, and I got kind of bored of them just kind of doing the same thing over and over again. I stopped watching the show around season 4. I stopped reading the comic around issue 105, and I was like, I'm kind of bored with it. Do I have any of the movie Masterpiece bots, and which character should they do after Ironhide? I don't have any of the official Masterpiece movie bots. I do have a couple of like the Wei Jing knockoff ones. I like them. I want to get the Black Mamba barricade that's coming out, because it's like 40 or 50 bucks and it looks pretty good. if I had to have them do any like official one after Ironhide, I think that's a good question. I think doing something like Dark of the Moon Soundwave would be pretty cool. I liked Soundwave and Dark of the Moon, or maybe Dark of the Moon Megatron was also pretty cool. Dark of the Moon is actually my favorite. I don't think it's a good movie, but I like Dark of the Moon. It's a stupid fun movie. What's up, Snoke? Raven asked if I have any tattoos. I have 0 tattoos on my body. I can't think of anything I'd want on my body for longer than for a long time. So I don't know. It's not that I have anything against doing tattoos or having a tattoo. I can't think of anything I'd want on my body that long. So I have no tattoos. Murray, any plain clone trooper could be Fives. However, he was in the show promoted to ARC Trooper in the 501st, and he had a very distinct look about him with the paint scheme. So no, ARC Trooper 5s would look different. Do I have any figures from my childhood? Yes, one. He's over there somewhere. It's my scatter shot from Computron as a kid. That's the one figure I have from my youngest time. At my parents' house in the garage, there are a bunch of toys that I don't know. It's not that I don't care about them, but I don't want them in my collection because they're super old and ratty. But like a lot of the original Ninja Turtles are there. I think I've got a G2, but Bone Crusher somewhere down there too. And I've got a G2 Slag right there that you can't see also on camera. So I've got a couple toys from my childhood, but most of the ones from my like young years are either lost to time somewhere or are in my parents' garage, and they're in Florida. So, what's up, Josh Shepard? It's kind of nice. It's nice seeing the names of people that I regularly see comment on it. Do I enjoy the works of Kevin Smith? Not because they're done by Kevin Smith. If that makes sense. Sometimes Kevin Smith, I don't know. It's not Kevin Smith that's the problem. I think sometimes nerds like almost deify Kevin Smith. Does that make sense? I think he's good. I think his movies are good, but I don't think he's like fantastic or anything. I do like Mallrats. I do like Clerks is okay. I didn't really like Clerks 2. I think Mallrats is probably my favorite movie he's done. Dogma was alright. Tattoo idea, Mike Optimus Prime, or Autobot symbol. You know, I thought about doing symbols like that because I'll always like that. I just don't know where. And underneath the shirt, I'm pretty hairy, so I don't know. Like that's my arm. It's just all hair and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. I'm gonna clean off. I think this might be a little smudgy. Hold on. Is that better? Maybe a little bit better. I don't know. I agree. Black Series is killing it with their face printing. Although I think there've been a couple. There's still been a couple weak points in the Black Series. I think face looking wise, DJ and the Kira figure from Amelia Clark. I think they're both a little on the weak side for looks. I did not order the smaller scale NECA Turtles. In fact, if anyone follows me on Twitter, I posted today that I said if anyone pays a ridiculous price for a figure from a reseller or scalper, you're part of the problem, and you are. Because the only reason the scalpers do it is because people are buying it, and it's a lot of it's the scalpers' fault. They're they're creating a false sense of shortage and a false need that really wouldn't be there had they not bought extra. And they're forcing people that really want that stuff to feel like they have to buy it. The problem is if the people didn't cave in and buy it, then they wouldn't be profitable for the scalpers to do it. So it's like this weird endless cycle. So the people that buy those things are part of the problem as much as the people that buy up the extra stock. So the NECA Turtles went on sale this morning. I was ready at 10. I had everything loaded, I had everything ready to go, and they were out of stock within 30 seconds. Like, I had them in my cart, I was paying for it, and when I hit go, it said, nope, out of stock. And it was literally, like, it took me all of 45 seconds to do the transaction. So, yeah, it was kind of dumb. I'm super bummed that I missed out. But Toy Shiz, I don't think he's watching right now, but he might watch this later. Toy Shiz, go check out his channel, check out his Instagram for sure. He lives around in my area. We've hung out once, and he's got me a couple things. He is going to Comic-Con. I don't go to Comic-Con anymore. I don't. It's not worth the time and effort to get tickets, and it's not as fun as it used to be. But he's going, and he says he's going to try to get me the NECA Turtles. Speaking of NECA Turtles, I'm going to take a break from reading the comments and talking to you guys. I got this in from, this is part of my birthday present that came out. My birthday was 2 months ago, and Lily bought these for me for my birthday, and they just came. So I haven't even really opened them yet, because what I want to do is a video, because I want to do a video on the NECA Turtles and talk about them, but it's weird because it's dumb to do 4 individual videos because it's all basically the same turtle. So I kind of want to do a video where I just look at all of them, like a retrospective kind of thing, and that might be fun. I don't know if you guys want to see that, but I kind of want to do it, and that's really all that matters, because I make videos all the time that people don't watch. So yeah, that's one of the things I want to talk about today. Is I got this little baby turtle 4-pack. It also comes with a pizza box and a couple pizzas, and I think it's got 4 slices of pizza, and then each of the turtles come with 4 slices of pizzas. I think you can put them in the pizza box and have like a full pizza, which is pretty cool. But the reason I wanted this the most is it came with an alternate Michelangelo hand, where he's got his finger up, and it's got a spinning nunchuck like in the movie, which I love the Ninja Turtles movie. I watched that as a kid more than I probably watched any other show, including Star Wars. I watched the very first Ninja Turtles movie a lot, and it was on VHS. So I got to watch the preview for some movie I can't remember the name of, and then Suburban Commando. So that's fun. Okay, back to reading the scars. Not the scars. Back to reading the comments that I missed. Right, got scars, no tattoo. Been looking to get one idea. Yeah, I think. Yeah, back in the day, I probably would have gotten a religious tattoo. I was pretty religious, and I definitely would. I would regret it now, and that's what I'm afraid of. I don't know, like doing something permanent like that is rough. Yes, Kaysen Miller, I do remember you. Am I gonna buy the whole Venom movie wave? Probably. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm definitely buying Spider-Ham, which I think is part of that wave. I might. I don't know. I might. I know for sure the next wave I'm buying is the Sauron Build-A-Figure wave. That's happening. It's just happening. I think there might have been one other way figure. Oh, I want to get the Cull Obsidian wave as well. But the Sauron Build-A-Figure wave, that whole wave is happening inside my body. Snoke, you probably do have Masterpiece Skywarp. I've got Masterpiece Skywarp over here. He was one of my first Masterpiece figures that I ever got. He's a good Masterpiece figure. Well, what drives you as a collector? Nostalgia versus current pop culture? David, that's a great question. What drives me as a collector is mostly nostalgia. Most of the things that I collect, I have ties to from my childhood. Or, if not my if I don't remember them specifically from my childhood, if they're tied to my childhood, then I count that as well. So yeah, it's definitely nostalgia. Current pop culture, anything really in current pop culture is pop culture at this point because of the nostalgia. Like Marvel, and a lot of that stuff comes from someone's nostalgia. Transformers, Star Wars, all of that is nostalgia for the most part. So I think nostalgia is a huge factor in it. What toy YouTubers do I like to watch? That's a great question, man. There's a lot. I mean, I don't know where my phone is, but I could go through a whole thing. I subscribe to a lot of toy YouTubers. I think the number one, in my opinion, the number one toy YouTuber or like nerd related YouTuber right now is Toy Galaxy, Dan Larson. I've been following him since he had like 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers. So I think I found him back in July of 2016 or something like that. Maybe June. But pretty much every video he's ever made, I've commented and liked. Obviously, like Thu. I really like Thu. He's funny. Some of the smaller ones. I'm part of a Transformers and such community, and it's weird because some of these like smaller ones were big when I started off. Like I started watching them before I started YouTubing. So like Six Shot Changer Reviews, Chris, Nat. If you guys are watching this later, shout out to you guys. I wouldn't be in YouTube if it weren't for people like that. Chocho, he does a lot of great stuff. The all-time great Glenn Webb, sadly he's passed on, but sometimes I'll go back and watch some of his views. And the reason I got into a lot of these people is I would have trouble falling asleep at night because like depression or whatever. And what relaxed me is watching customizing videos, like watching the process of people customizing things. So that's how I found like Glenn Webb and some of those people. And it was really relaxing to sit and watch them to the point where I would fall asleep. So that's off the top of my head, those are the big ones. Some other ones, Bisto Yeti is a good one if you like just random stuff and Transformers. And these are all like, these people just do this because they like it. Like I know some of the bigger YouTubers, and I'm not gonna call any names, like they've gotten big and then they've kind of gotten like it's their living now. So we always treat something differently when you're doing it as a hobby than when you do it for a job. And I hope that I never get to the point in YouTube where I treat it like that. This is always and will always be something I do to blow off steam, something I do to share my love for this stuff, I guess. So that's my hope anyway. I don't even know why. I'm just talking. What am I even talking about? Oh, what big toy YouTubers that I watched? Yeah, I've got a whole list. I could honestly spend probably an hour listing YouTubers that I watch. They're the big ones. You know, everyone knows the big ones. I like to point out the smaller ones because like they are good too. You know, a recent smaller one that he's super like I like watching his videos is Patriot Prime Reviews. If you like Transformers toys, he does exclusively like G1 stuff. And one of the reasons I like watching G1 YouTube reviews is because I never want to collect G1 Transformers. Like they don't fit my collection. They're too basic. They're too old. They don't have that same appeal to me as they did when I was a kid. That's why I like the newer toys, like the Masterpiece and things like that, because it's like what I envisioned in my head as a kid, but now it's in my hand. Like the Optimus Prime I have here is just like the one that I saw on TV when I was a kid. But the one I had in my hand when I was a kid, you know, I could use my imagination and it looked the same, but it wasn't because it was a Diaclone figure and it was different, you know. So I like watching reviews of G1 toys and things like that, so I don't have to buy them. I can like live vicariously through those people. Let's see, going through things that I missed. I commented on Solo earlier. I saw it. I liked it. I've only seen it once. I'll probably go see it again before it leaves theaters. I think, honestly, if you're a Star Wars fan, even if you... I understand it, but I just don't agree with it. Not seeing Star Wars because you don't like Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson, who's not even like associated with Solo. I feel like that's... I get you're like protesting, but it's like you're hurting the thing that you love, and I never want to see Star Wars fail. As bad as I might think something is or isn't, like I don't want to see it fail because I love it. So I want to keep supporting it and hope that it gets better. Although I don't necessarily think it has to get better. I like The Last Jedi, but I'm just talking from the perspective of people that are not going to go see Solo because they didn't like The Last Jedi so much that they don't want to see the next Star Wars movie. I definitely think they made some mistakes with Solo in terms of they shouldn't have released it in May. There's too many big movies, and it's too soon after the last Star Wars movie. I definitely think they didn't market it well enough. I think they made a lot of... And whether they did that on purpose or not, when you have a Star Wars movie that's not marketed the same way that every other Star Wars movie is marketed, it's going to give at least an unconscious perception of it not being as good or it not being as important because they're not treating it like it's as important as the other ones. And it's good. It's enjoyable. It's a fun movie. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm reading things now. Take a shower and you see the cat. Oh, I don't know. She threw up. The cat's been avoiding this room. She threw up. She was sitting in her spot back here. You can see all the cat hair right there. And I had, after a bots and shots, I had all the Transformers on that side, and she threw up on them, and I was so mad at her. I didn't hit her or anything because that's not how I am. But I definitely yelled at her. I definitely picked her up by the scruff of her neck and yelled at her. I was so mad that she threw up on my expensive Transformers. But she's been a little wary of coming in the room since then. And I still feel a little bad about it, but she threw up on my toys, man. It sucks. Let's see. Reading up. Yes, Raven. Vanilla Ice was in Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze. Movie that I did not notice that none of them used their weapons on until I watched it as an adult. It's not something I noticed as a kid, but it's funny. A lot of people don't know this. The first Turtles movie in 1990 was actually being made and in production before the cartoon was a thing and before it was a hit. So when they started making the first Ninja Turtles movie, they were making it based on the comic because that's what was out. At the time, it was the most expensive. It was a independent film. It wasn't produced by a big studio or anything. And it wasn't until that was popular and they realized how popular Ninja Turtles was, and they made a second movie. But when they made that, they took out all the swearing, they took out all the violence, they took out all the weapons. They don't use their weapons in it. So it's interesting when you go back and watch that. It makes you feel weird. Do I think there is any chance that we'll ever see the rest of the Rebels? I sure as fuck hope. Sorry. I cuss, but I don't know. I don't know if children are watching, but I sure as hell hope so. I really want the rest of the Rebels team, and it's sad that we don't have them yet. Because I would buy everyone. I want Ezra, I want Chopper, I want Zeb. I want them all. They're all good. They're good figures, and it's good. It's a good show. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm passing on the robot Build-A-Figure Spider-Man as well. The Doc Ock looks pretty cool, but I don't know. I don't care about the Cloak and Dagger. I don't care about the new Elektra. I don't care about the new Daredevil. I don't care about any of that stuff. Yes, Kaysen, I remember commenting on your vids. I remember it. It was good. Toy Bro. Toy Bro is Toy Bro, and there was that Fly Guy or something. Those are good. Those are good channels as well, for sure. Bro Dameron, I agree. Solo definitely had a fun Old West heisty kind of feel to it. It was a lot of fun. I really think it was a lot of fun. David asks if I've been collecting my whole life or did I take a break and come back. I definitely took a break and came back. I collected toys into high school. What I was really into, I've always been into random lines. Like in middle school, it was the Jurassic Park toys. Before that, it was Ninja Turtles. After Jurassic Park, in 8th grade, 95, the Power of the Force 2 figures came out, and I was into that. That carried me from 1995 until about 1999. So pretty much like all of high school. And then towards the end of high school, I got I feel like I kind of grew out of collecting toys. I'd still collect the odd one. I got into the Gundam line when Gundam came out because my first job out of high school, I worked at KB Toys in the mall. So that kind of helped. I remember that was 2001 or so. I've got the 4 original Turtles because they got re-released at KB Toys. I bought the Bandai Gundam action figures, not the model kits, but the actual action figures. So I did that. And then after that, yeah, I think I had a period where I moved out on my own, and then I moved to Texas, and I definitely stopped collecting for a while. What really got me back into it was being here and meeting my co-host Zach. We kind of spurned a collecting kind of spree in each of us, so we got back into collecting pretty hardcore. But I probably took about, I don't know, 10 years off or so. Yes, cats do suck sometimes. I love my cat, but cats suck sometimes. Matt, I did not score the NECA Turtles this week, but I hope to get them at Comic-Con, from Comic-Con. So there's still a chance. What's up, Shadizo? Shadizo? I like the Foosh. I subscribe to the Foosh. I definitely like. I don't watch every video they do. I think they're good. But a lot of times, and this is weird. A lot of times when people are going to do a toy that I'm planning on reviewing as well, I won't watch that review because I don't want to inadvertently, I don't want to make mine like theirs, and it might still. So I know, what was it, a week or so ago or 2 weeks ago, Toy Galaxy and I released our Tarkin video at the same time, at the same day. We had a couple of the same points that we made, but for the most part, it was very different. But I've never talked to Dan outside of YouTube comments, so it was just kind of a weird coincidence that we released the Tarkin review on the same day. So I won't watch a review of a figure until I do it, and then sometimes I'll forget to go back and watch what other people think of it. So I don't watch a lot of the Foosh's videos unless it's for something that I'm probably not going to buy, to see if I want to buy it. That's what's going on. I really hope we get a new Darth Maul Black Series figure. What I'm really hoping for Darth Maul is they do a vehicle pack with Darth Maul and his Sith speeder. I think that would be really cool. A cloth cape, a lot of the same stuff that it came with in the original figure, maybe even the same mold, maybe a little bit better mold, but also that Sith speeder. I really hope that we get that. Yes, I think the Black Series really needs to revamp their line again. This is the 3rd one. I think they should start over again. I did get my Geek Fuel. I don't know where I put the box, but I've already opened it. I've already reviewed it. In fact, I had to take off the shirt because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But as soon as I'm done with this live stream, I'm going straight to editing the Geek Fuel video. So you have that to look forward to. So I'm gonna take another break from. I don't want this to go that much longer. We've already been going for like almost an hour. But where's my knife? Seriously though, where I put my knife here so I could use it, and now I can't find it. That's awkward. I remember even rolling around and being annoyed that it was rolling around. I have a box I want to open. I'm gonna open it on the video if I can find the method in which I plan on opening it up. Wow, it's just gone. Did you guys take my knife? Oh well, I'll use fingernail cutters, I guess. So I've got a box. I've got a big box here. Does anyone want to take any guess of what's in this box? Because I'll give you a hint. It's big. It's gigantic. While I look for that knife, because that knife is somewhere around here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go look for it, because I definitely need it to open up this box. You guys guess what's in the box while I'm gone. Alright, I've got a kitchen knife. That's what I'm going to use. Kaysen, yes, I've seen the Stanley Build-A-Figure pictures online. I'm definitely 100% buying both the 2-packs to build that Stanley figure. Because I want that Stanley Build-A-Figure. I think it's important to have a Stanley Build-A-Figure. And I really hope they do a Jack Kirby figure. Like, they really should. Maybe it's, I don't know. It'd be cool. No, Gord, this is not from you. It is not a hot toy. And it is not Star Wars related. It is some Transformers stuff. It is a gigantic Transformers stuff. I'll go ahead. I'll open it up. I'll get it out. I got this yesterday. I purposely didn't open it because I wanted to open it on the stream. I wanted to open it with you guys because I like you. So I postponed my new toy joy just so that we can enjoy my new toy joy together as friends. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There it goes. That's a big box. My cat will be happy with that. All right. Nope, it is Weijing Ultima Guard. It's basically the masterpiece Weijing Supreme Omega Supreme, which I'm super excited about. Come on. Now, what's cool about this, Weijing usually does KOs, but the last two big figures they did, the Megatron and this, are original, which is nice. So I got this. I got a really big Transformer. This thing's huge. It's actually pretty heavy. Let me see. I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna open it up. There we go. This thing cost me, it was $230 from TF Source is where I got it. I usually buy from Chosen Prime, but they have it listed for $300, and you can get it less expensive on like TF Direct, but they said they're not going to get any in until September, and I didn't want to wait until September, so I paid the extra $30 and got it from TF Source. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. There's all these little spacers in here. Toss this back in the box. Toss this back in the box. All right, there is. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff in this. One of the things I like about it is it comes with the this thing. I didn't know there was going to be this much assembly required. Maybe I won't be playing with it on the video, but I wanted. It comes with this little guy. And I like him. He's like I watched him on Ben's Collectibles is another channel I usually watch. I like Ben's Collectibles a lot. He's a cool guy. But it's like it's called the Medic, but I like him. He's like a fun little. He's actually big. I wouldn't say little. He's this is the X-Transbots breakdown, and he's taller than that. So that's good. Like it's a good size. It's way bigger than I thought it was gonna be, and that's kind of fun. So maybe I won't build it and play with it, but it's huge. Yes, I'll probably put the box for this with the box for my TIE Fighter. I have some of the boxes in my garage. It's just a hassle to get out to the garage. If they did a Jack Kirby Build-A-Figure, I would want them to do Legends. I agree, Multiverse does kind of suck. Although I almost bought the Multiverse Clayface wave because I like Clayface and I like some of the figures in it. I decided I'm not going to get into that. I don't know exactly how tall this guy is. Let me see. Dude, he is like just this part. This is just half of him, and he's heavy. Let me just. All right, I'm gonna. All right. This is just the body here. Obviously, the pieces kind of fill out here, and he's got his headpiece is the tank. But this is big, and the reason I wanted a masterpiece scaled. I wanted a masterpiece scaled version of Omega Supreme because I've got the Toy World Constructicons, and I really wanted something for them to fight because they fight each other, they're rivals, and I like that. Oh, that's not my beer. Oh, that was weird. I also appreciate well-packaged figures. This figure is really well-packaged. I can't promise that I'll do a review of this guy. I don't think any of my review spaces are big enough to really review him. But I'll post a lot of pictures on Instagram, probably, if you guys want to look at that. I have not bought any Jurassic World toys. I decided not to. I really want to. I really wanted to buy the Colossal T-Rex. I wanted to buy the Alan Grant and Muldoon figures. But if I buy one, I'll want to buy more. And it's easier to buy none than to just buy some, I guess. I don't think it has any die-cast parts. I know the DX9 and the toy fan, the fans toys do. I don't feel any die-cast in this. I like that it's got a little rocket ship kind of fire thing to go at the bottom of the rocket. I don't know if it has die-cast or not. I don't think it does, but I'm okay with that because it's like almost half the price of the other Omega Supreme Masterpiece figures, so I'm okay with it. I do sell some of my figures sometimes, but not a lot. I have to really need space and really not like it. And even then, I'm hesitant to sell stuff, but sometimes I do. Like when I got the Toy World constructor figures, I sold the Combiner Wars Constructicons because I didn't need 2 Devastators. Gord, thanks for hanging out with me. You're a cool guy. I like you as a person and as a friend. I can't wait to get another Gourd Fuel. Oh, dude, and you don't have to give me money. You've given me a lot of stuff already. Seriously, most of my unboxings that aren't Geek Fuel related or Loot Crate related are Gourd related. That guy is he's like my Canadian Santa Claus. He's like my sugar daddy, if you will. But how long has this been going now? About an hour? I think we'll go for a little bit longer if that's okay with you guys, and then I've got stuff I gotta do. I got styrofoam on me. I've got edits. I got videos to edit. That's what I got. I gotta do that. But it's always fun hanging out with you guys, so it's always hard to stop. So thanks for doing that. And also, I really want to play with this. I really want to put it together, so bad, but I don't want to do it on the camera because I don't know how interesting that would be to watch. Would you guys, I don't know, would you guys watch me put something like this together? Because I've got, I want to do more things, I want to do Gundam builds, and in August or September, there's a Optimus Prime model kit coming out that's not transformable, and I'm definitely getting that to build it. So I don't know if anyone would watch me build that. I don't know if I should do it live or if there's any interest there. Kaysen asked how I'm going to fit that giant figure on my shelf. The top shelf has... Well, the top shelf doesn't have any room, but I'll make room. Love will find a way. If it comes down to it, I'll buy... Excuse me. I'll buy another shelf. I'll buy another bookshelf. Maybe we'll just rent a bigger apartment. Who knows? It would be more than okay if you mail me something you 3D printed. You are more than welcome to mail anything legally that you can to my P.O. Box. That's not a problem whatsoever. I would love... And just, if you want to let me know when you send it so I know who it's from, if you want, I'll open it on an unboxing and call you out. So you're more than welcome to do that. George, I've been YouTubing. I've had a YouTube channel since 2006. My very first video I posted was from 2006. So, but I didn't start actively making videos until 2014. And I didn't even really start getting anyone to watch them until 2016. So the people, if you're just starting off and you don't have a lot of videos, it took me 2.5 years to gain any kind of traction. And here we are 4 years later, and I've got 6,000 subscribers. So just keep doing it. Do it because you like doing it, not because you want to make it a job. This has to be something you want to do because you want to do it, not because you want to be famous or you want to make money doing it. Eric, that's a great question. What do I feel about the Toy Alliance Transformers? I think it's cool. I think they look great. I think they're very big, which is really, really, really nice. But I don't think I would ever buy one. They're pricey and they're big, and I just don't think they fit my collection. But I think it's cool. Anyone that wants to make one can do one. Snoke, I would wear a tie dye. This is a extra large shirt. I try to get all my shirts in extra large. Sometimes I'll get comments, on my unboxing videos you need to get bigger shirts. But I mean, you're thinking wrong. I'm trying to get smaller, and if a shirt's too tight, that doesn't make me think, oh, I need to get bigger shirts. That makes me think I need to get smaller myself. It gives me more motivation to lose more weight, which I've been trying to do for the last year, almost exactly 1 year. So I've lost about 60 pounds in the last year, which is pretty good. I started working out 3 days a week about a month and a half ago. So, like, I don't know, like, whatever. It's not a big deal. Now I'm embarrassed. I finished my beer. Seventh Sun Brewing. I don't remember the guy's name. I feel bad. If you're watching this now or sometime later, thank you. These are good. These are really good. Let's see. What am I missing? Scorpion. What Marvel Legends figure do I want the most? I don't know. I think, I said this about Mafex too. We're overdue for a really good Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom, especially because they're coming out with like Silver Surfer and the Fantastic Four that are like Walgreens exclusives. I really think they should do a Doctor Doom, like, for sure, to match those. What do I think of the Transformers reboot after Bumblebee? I don't know. I'm gonna let Bumblebee speak for itself before I really make that call. I will always watch a Transformers movie, even if I know it's going to be awful. I knew The Last Night was going to be terrible. I went in, I got a little drunk before I went in, and I was so bored watching that movie. But I went to go see it because I like Transformers, and as much as I know I'm going to hate it, I want to see it for myself, and I want to see it on the big screen. So, yeah, that's what I think of Bumblebee after the reboot, or after Transformers after the reboot, or whatever. The Studio Series, I'm planning Grail. I'm planning on getting the Studio Series figures of Jazz and Megatron for sure. I probably won't get Lockdown because I have the Unique Toys Lockdown, and there's just nothing that's ever going to be better than that Lockdown. So yeah, JR, I am pretty buzzed right now. I'm pretty buzzed. I'm not drunk. I'm not as drunk as I was last live stream. I was pretty drunk last live stream, but I'm buzzed for sure. Kaysen, I'm definitely getting the Sabretooth from the Apocalypse build. I might end up getting the Apocalypse figure wave because I like Apocalypse. I like the Wolverine. The Storm is fine. Multiple Man I don't really care about, but I think the way I see it is if I get more than like 3 figures in a Build-A-Figure wave, I might as well just get the whole Build-A-Figure, especially if I like it. That's what got me. I got the Abomination Build-A-Figure because of that. I got Man-Thing because of that. So yeah, I just if I buy enough of a wave, eventually I'll just buy the whole thing so that I can get the whole Build-A-Figure. Matt, I am still passing on the Star Wars comics physically. I was super bummed that they got rid of the digital. I know they came back, but at this point, I feel like I've missed so many. It's too much to catch up on, and now I feel overwhelmed. Like, I felt like I could keep up with it as long as I got them all as they came out, when they came out. But I was just so mad that they took away that digital copy of the thing, because that's how I read it. I don't know. I have trouble going back. I kind of want to. I liked a lot of the stories. In fact, I don't think there really was a bad story that I read from the comics. I definitely like some of the Darth Vader characters, Dr. Aphra, the 2 droids. Like, I like them. I really wanted to see Black Series 6-inch versions of those figures. So yeah, I might start buying them digitally and not care about them physically, because I still don't have any room for physical comics. I don't have any more room for comics. So I'll probably just buy them digitally. What's up, Great Jedi Unleashed? How's it going? I did try to get the 7-inch the NECA exclusives. I did not get them. Yes, I was very disappointed. I hope to get them from Comic-Con itself. Hey, what's up, Ryan? How's it going, man? Laserpan's Toy Junk. Look at his YouTube videos. Not YouTube. Sorry. I think he has YouTube, but he's got Instagram. That's what he's got. I met him at Disneyland one time. He's a cool guy. He sent me some stuff. So yeah, he's definitely a cool guy. But I also kind of hate you a little bit for getting the San Diego Comic-Con NECA Turtles. I've got the full-size ones, so I don't know. I'm a little better than you, but also I'm still jealous. Thanks, David, for hanging out with me. Have a good night, man. Yes. Oh, Grail, I forgot. I am definitely getting the whole Cull Obsidian wave. I want, like, the Malekith looks good. The Black Knight looks good. The Thor looks good. I'm getting that whole wave. So that's for sure. I agree. Great Jedi. I want to see a 6-inch Zeb and Ezra and Chopper. I want to see them all. I want all of the Rebels. I have an iMac. I have a spec'd out iMac. I use Final Cut Pro to edit my videos. That's what I use. Although I have a PC for gaming and I've got a Mac for editing. It's a lot of stuff. Thanks, dude. Thanks for the $4 for my NECA Turtle fun. Thanks. Did you get the baby turtles? Because I got the NECA. I started the Lily? Music just started playing in my apartment, and I have no idea why. I'm not, like, music just started playing in my. I'm pretty sure no one's home. I don't think Lily should be home. Hold on, I'm gonna go make sure that someone's not in my house. I'll be right back. Alright, well, that was weird. There's nobody in my house, but music started playing in my living room, so that's fun. Oh, dude, if they do an 18-inch Shredder and Foot Soldier, I might have to do that. Usually I just stick with the Turtles and don't get anything else, but I definitely want the Shredder, at the very least, for sure. I haven't seen any street date on Silver Surfer and thing. I know Silver Surfer was found in Mexico, but I haven't seen any reliable sources saying what or when. That's all. Maybe I did. Maybe I did enter Unfriended 3. It's kind of weird. Great Jedi. I watched all of the 2012 TMNT series, and I absolutely loved it. It actually might be my favorite Turtles, like, iteration. because it takes a little bit of everything. It takes a little bit of the classic Turtles, it takes a little bit of the movies, it takes a little bit of the comics, and just kind of like puts it all together in one storyline. I really thought the 2012 TMNT show was fantastic. I am going to watch Rise of the Ninja Turtles. I'm not looking forward to it. I don't really care for the animation that much, but I'm going to watch it just to see what it's like. You know what's weird? It's not even Alexa. It's friggin' Siri from my HomePod. She probably thought I said play something, but yeah, it's dumb. It's weird because I definitely didn't. I do collect figure arts, but I don't have any Star Wars figure arts. I've got some Dragon Ball figure arts and Rai. I don't know if he's still watching. He sent me a Kinnikuman that I have over there. Oh, that might be it right now. I don't have lots of figure arts, but I've got some figure arts, but no Star Wars figure arts. I might buy the Jar Jar figure arts just for the fun of it, because like it's so stupid. It's so stupid. I would buy it. I would buy it just to have it. And Ryan Laser Pants, I don't care. You can blame me all you want. I enable a lot of people's bad habits when it comes to toy collecting. I've got a friend at work. He'll ask me if I should buy something. I don't even find out what it is. I just tell him to buy it. Like if he's asking me to buy something, he wants to buy it, and he just wants someone to tell him to buy it. So I will be that enabler to get you to buy it for sure. I don't know when the Commander Wolf will be released. I thought he would be already. I got my Commander Wolf from Gord, who left the channel already, but he found it at EB Games in Canada and sent it to me. But I haven't seen any reliable sources that say when in the US it'll be released. I do know that it'll be released at GameStop, Barnes & Noble, and the Disney Store. So there'll be lots of places to buy it. I'm hoping sometime in July. I really want them to release the stupid Gamorrean Guard already. Like people in the UK have it already. I want it. I want the Gamorrean Guard now. Kason, actually, that's the only figure. No, that's not true. I have that figure. I have Old Man Wolverine, and I've got Cyclops, and I've got Colossus from that wave. I'm not buying the Warlock Build-A-Figure, though. So I didn't buy any of the others. And I have no... I don't really know who Warlock is. Like, I think he's from... Is it Young Mutants or Gen X or something? I never really got into him. I can't talk about my day job, Full Hit. So it's not anything cool or interesting. It's just something that I'm not allowed to talk about on the internet. Oh, I do. I have the Figure Arts Turtles. That's the. I know. I have Figure Arts something. I have all 4 of the Figure Arts Turtles. My local comic shop down the street, Toy Wars, they had a 30% off sale, so I bought all 4 at 30% off. It was a no-brainer for me. So according to Philip, July 1st is when Commander Wolf will be available. So check your GameStops. Check. I think you could pre-order. Commander Wolf from Barnes & Noble as well, but only in-store. Like, you have to be in-store to pre-order it. So, I know, I remember that right now as well. I'll think about doing a review of the Figure Arts Turtles. I'm hesitant to review things that aren't Star Wars because usually they don't get a ton of views, and it's a lot of work to put into something that doesn't get a ton of views. But you know what? Like I said earlier, I should do it because I like it. But to do a figure review, I really have to have the motivation to do it. It's not something you can just like drop down and do. No, I do not work at the CIA. Like I said, it's nothing cool. I just sign NDA stuff that I can't talk about it on the internet. That's all. I have never handled a Mezco figure. I've heard lots of great things about them. I like the way a lot of their Star Wars stuff looks, or not Star Wars stuff. I mean the Marvel stuff looks, but I've never actually held one. I feel like it's weird because they look like they should be 12-inch, but they're 6-inch. So they look and they're priced like they should be bigger, and they look like they should be bigger. But they're smaller, which is, it's weird. It's weird. All right. Well, I've been doing this for about an hour and a half now. Hi.
Hi.
What? Don't laugh at me.
I'm laughing at you.
Don't laugh at me.
I panicked and bought a quesadilla an hour and a half ago. Do you want it, or should I?
No, why did you buy it? Oh.
Do you want it, or should I?
They'll throw it away. Okay. I might eat it. All right. Well, Lily's home, and I'm not a cop. No. I guess, like I said, it's nothing. It's nothing cool. I promise. It's nothing cool. But yeah. So I'm gonna sign out soon because I've got stuff I want to do, and Lily's home. And it's 9:30 at night, and I've got stuff to do before bedtime tonight. So, Eric, that's called a clickbait title, and you're absolutely right. They suck, and I definitely won't do that. You looking at the toddler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking off my shoes.
He comes in pieces.
Oh my god. Does it come in peace though?
I'll put them together. That'd be great.
Peace. Yeah.
It's 9:30 at night, so it's not super late. I just got stuff I gotta do. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for the people that stopped by even for a little bit. It was cool chilling with you guys. It was fun chatting. I liked answering your questions. Thanks for watching me open toys. I'm gonna play with it, and I'll probably, like I said, I'll post pictures of it on Instagram. So if you guys want to watch that, look at that, you're more than welcome to. Thanks, Matt. Have a good night. Have a good night, Murray. Have a good night, Great Jedi. Great Shadizo. I think Diamond Select is neat. I don't have any desire to buy any of the stuff. It's out of scale for anything I buy, but I think they look good. That's all. Thanks, Philip. All right, guys. See you, Laser Pants. Bye. I did it. I said bye.